Hello, thank you for tuning in. For this selection, readings, the tarot cards I'm going to use are Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. At the top here is the website. I think his name is there too. usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. In case I didn't leave that up long enough, there's Ciro. Okay, and for the Oracle cards, your Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back here is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. Hopefully that's in focus. And I can give you the rest of the information if you're interested. And I use dice. The dice I use are they're Dungeons and Dragons dice. That's from Amazon.com. I use the 20-sided dice for the major arcana, which obviously does omit 21, but still, I use it. And for the minor arcana, I use the 4-sided dice to choose the element, and then the 12-sided dice for like which number, and it goes up to knight. It excludes queen and king, but I roll with it either way, in case you're wondering. All right, with that being said, thank you, and on to your reading. Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. This reading is valid for whenever you come to it. Let's see what we got for you. All right, we got a spicy start. It's a spicy start. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So, point of contention, something, you're not happy with something. I feel like if this is either happening or it's not. There's something you've been wanting for the longest time. Longest time. You could trace it back to childhood, possibly. Maybe it was a certain event or certain situation you wanted. This could be a job situation where there's a certain promotion you've been working towards. Maybe you've been saving up for that perfect house, something like that. It's something you've been putting a lot of effort into. But for whatever reason, the current energy of whatever you wanted is meeting like this devastation in the sense of like, this is not what I wanted. Like I wanted whatever it was, like, can we make it really simple? I wanted a certain house next to a lake. Just to make it simple. Just to make it simple. And this house I've wanted, it's just not happening. I got the Ten of Swords next to my, I've been wanting it, I've been wishing for it, I've been trying for it. It's not just wishing, I've been working towards it. I feel like you've been working towards it, but the current energy is like, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen for me. There's a new dream is going to come forward is what I'm getting. Because something else is about to show itself to you. You got 3 10s. What 10 are we missing? We're missing the 10 of something. 10 of fire. I don't have the 10 of fire. It's the only 10 we're missing. A new opportunity, a new dream. I don't like using the word dream with Virgo because I don't feel like Virgo just dreams. They consider their options and they select and move towards it if they really want it. At least for Virgo doesn't really do dreaming, in my opinion. They decide what they want and they work towards it. A new possibility is coming in. There's other people here. I don't really feel like you have a mentor. I really don't feel that, but who knows? It's possible. It's a general read. I don't know why I'm arguing it, but maybe you have a mentor, but I'm like, do you really? I don't know. People around you, possibilities are here. I feel like maybe through talking through other people who have done well with some subject, you're seeing another possibility. I feel like it's definitely okay. It's related. It's related to what you feel like you lost or you can't have that you've always wanted, one of those things. It's definitely related to that. When I keep seeing ascended masters, it's like other people who have changed the direction and succeeded in a similar, like an adjacent, would you say adjacent way? And I'm getting like this Two of Cups coming in with this Five of Wands is kind of like, all right, so what I wanted that house on the hill next to the water. And maybe just to make it a little bit more fitting, maybe it was a relative's house that you thought maybe you would inherit, or maybe you could buy from them later on in life, something like that. It just didn't happen for whatever reason, just for argument's sake. Okay, I can't have that one. And all the other ones in that area outside my price range, or for whatever reasons, like there doesn't seem like to be another option I want there. But I feel like it's kind of like, say this place was a half hour northeast from you. You have another possibility. It's something similar, like south of you, just to make it like it's nowhere near where you wanted it, but there's another possibility of something south of you. And you're like, okay, one of the reasons I wanted that place is because of its location. But I have something similar south. Could this work out for me in a different way? There's some conflict with it. Something really, like I could still have what I want, but it's not in the location. And there's definitely some differences here, but there's something I could make work. You're going to hit this moment where you're kind of stuck. Because Virgo is an earth sign. You like to plan. You like to sort it out. Is this a good move? Are we sure it's a good move? If I invest my time, will I get what I want out of it? Virgo's not about wasting your time. You know what I mean? I'll put it in. If I know I'm going to get it out, yeah, I'll put in the time. Okay, I don't know how to say this. Okay. I'm worried about paralysis by analysis, which is interesting because I feel like you do need a certain amount of information to make a good decision. You clearly do. But there comes this tipping point where you're overdoing it. It's like either make the decision and say yes or no. Nine of Swords, half in, half out, and then the Strength card. You gotta cover your basics. Don't cover every base on the field. Cover home plate. Don't cover every base on the field. By standing at home plate, you can evaluate the whole game. But I feel like you're going to have this urge to like cover every base. You want a guarantee. Life really doesn't do guarantees. I feel like you know that. But it's kind of like, yeah, but wouldn't it be nice if I could? Wouldn't it be nice if I could get a guarantee? Or a little bit closer to that guarantee? Can I get closer to a possibility of a maybe? Maybe a guarantee. You got to be careful with this situation. This other option is great. You can have it. It can be what you want. You can make it what you want. Because I keep looking at it like, yeah, but it's not. Like, I wanted to go a half hour northwest, or northeast, excuse me. But this is south of me. And then you have to, like, well, how far is it south of me depending on, like, what's in this area? Are there other things here? Can I make this more my liking? Can this actually work the way I want it to? Cover your basics. Like, there should be three main questions. Can I afford it? How long would it take to make it what I want? And what's the biggest point of contention? And is that point of contention big enough to sink the ship, or is it something I can live with? Once you answer those three, you should have your answer if you want this or not. It's not going to give you a long time. If you want it, go for it. If you don't, accept it and let it go. Because I am getting that there's not a long time. So for example, if we're using real estate, I don't know. There's not a lot of time. You're definitely not going to get a full month. You'd be lucky if you get a week if it's a good property. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm going to be that one, and I guess I'm going to be, if you want it, within a day or two, you should be able to answer those questions. You put in your offer. If your offer is accepted, it would probably be want to say closing time takes 2 weeks to a month, depending on what's going on. You could probably get it to, take a little longer so you can do a little bit more research. You could probably finagle that creatively. But the thing is, within 1 or 2 days, you got to make your preliminary decision and put in your offer. You know what I mean? And then as time passes, you probably get maybe 2 weeks to a month after that to really kind of confirm or go, you know what, I changed my mind. Whatever this is. Once you put in your offer and you know you want it, if you so if we're going to use the real estate, because I feel like this is the easiest one, 1 to 2 days, you're like, okay, I do want it. I think I do. Maybe there's a couple things I want to research a little closer, but let me put in my offer. And then after I put in my offer, start asking other people what they think. Put out that information. Start gathering from other people that you know in that area, or people who've gone through this type of process. Immediately start that. Start moving forward on it. I keep getting whatever this is. You have a preliminary yes if you decide to, of course. And then there's like a hard, you're locked in. There we are. Within 2 weeks to a month. So if you want it, you should know within 2 days. Put in your preliminary yes. Work on it more, and then you do have time to back out if you need to. Whatever this is, by the way, it is life-changing is what I'm getting with the World card here. I feel like this is going to satisfy whatever you wanted in the past. It's kind of like I couldn't have what I've always wanted. But this will satisfy that urge. You'll get something comparable to it. I was going to say comparable. Is that the right? Maybe that is the right word. Will it be exactly what you wanted? No. Will it be good enough? Ironically, I think yes. But that's up to you when you get there, of course. Whatever the situation is, it's actually going to work great for you because it's probably not going to go exactly as planned, but it's going to give you time to edit and make this your own, customize it. It's going to give you it's ironic because it's not going to be exactly what you want, and the more you go forward, you're going to realize, no, that's not exactly what I want. Oh, this is not exactly what I want, which is going to cause you to customize it, and you're going to get something much better than you expected. Because I do feel you customizing the situation to what you actually do want. So it's almost like if you were going to get the original thing, you probably would have left it as is because that's how it was. This one, it's kind of like, well, I don't really care for this archway, for example, this house. I wish it was like, it's only like, it's barely 6 feet, and I know people that's not okay. I'm surprised it's even allowed. So you're going to have to, all right, I have to have that fixed anyway. Since I'm going to have it fixed, and they're going to have to do something with this wall, might as well do a couple little extra things to boot that I actually do want. I mean, since we have to redo the archway, can we actually move the wall? Is that possible? So I can have a little bit more space in that other room because that's what I would actually like. Or maybe I could have a closet put in right here along with that. Like we take out that, we fix this here, this looks better, blah, blah, blah. That type of stuff. That's how I see that evolving. It's not painful, it's just kind of like, well, I don't like that, so I'm going to fix it anyway, so while I'm fixing it, might as well make it what I actually wanted it to be anyway. That type of thing. Anything else? Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.